for two. Off balance. No good. Good touch inside.
After an airball last season, NBA Live is looking for a rebound. A lot of effort has been put into improving the look and feel of the game, but does it have the depth and polish needed to make it a true competitor?
Just to get the ball up and to the rim was a great achievement.
NBA Live favors a more accessible and fast-paced attitude. It's an easy game to pick up and get familiar with right away, but that's partly due to the lack of depth on the court. Dunks and layups are the easiest ways to score and can be exploited to win the majority of games. Defending against someone charging through the lane is very difficult, and an animation often triggers that locks the ball carrier into position like a heat-seeking missile. Animations and movements are clunky, so sticking to the ball carrier as a defender is a monumental task. The result makes ball movement and teamwork come across as complete afterthoughts.
In the paint, terrific rejection.
Fouls are inconsistent and feel entirely random. There are times when spamming the steal button repeatedly goes unnoticed. In other instances, a reach-in foul will get called immediately, making gameplay largely uneven. To make matters worse, driving to the hoop incurs fouls frequently, often resulting in an absurd amount of three-point plays.
Puts it up from three-point land. Westbrook shot from downtown won't go.
Shooting mechanics have been changed this year, taking a page from NBA 2K15. A half circle below the ball carrier indicates the chances of a successful shot, depending on your location and defensive positioning. Every player has the same release point, so getting a feel for the correct shot timing is a lot more intuitive. It's a good system, but it's underutilized thanks to the overpowered dunking and driving through the lane.
Barber for two, lets it go.
All of these problems are heightened during online matches. While lag isn't always a factor, the slightest hiccups disrupt shot timing. Since shooting is harder to pull off, matches tend to degrade into dunk fests as defenders spam the steal button.
There's an interception. Able to throw it down on the sweet dish from Brandon Jennings.
Outside of standard season play, the Rising Star mode puts you in the shoes of a custom character with hopes of becoming an NBA legend. There are 13 different playstyle combinations ranging from perimeter shooter to inside driver. After each game, your performance is graded and you earn experience points to improve your stats. Setting your own groove and building stats is fun, but the mode never feels truly rewarding. Becoming an all-star or making it to the playoffs is announced with simple text and no fanfare. Even winning the championship is anticlimactic.
It's the deciding game of the Western Conference quarterfinals between the Los Angeles Lakers and the Denver Nuggets.
The card-based Ultimate Team mode returns from last year, now including an auction house to trade with other players. There are also 109 challenges that award additional currency and card packs. Some task you with defeating a team of the best three-point shooters, while others have you face off against the best rebounders or the best draft picks. It's a fun diversion from the main game, especially with the extra incentive of currency awarded for completing the challenges. Dynasty Mode puts you in the role of general manager. You can choose broad directives for your team, attempting to win it all in a single year or build for the future. But just like Rising Star, earning milestones and winning games is met with lackluster fanfare and simple text notifications. It rarely creates any sense of teamwork or accomplishment.
Great fans are optimistic.
There are a few extra modes that coincide with the current NBA season. Big Moments takes real-life NBA scenarios from the past and offers leaderboards and XP rewards. NBA Rewind lets players jump into each night's game immediately after it happens with up-to-the-minute stats and scores. As a hardcore basketball fan, following the real-life season and your own simultaneously is a unique and rewarding experience.
Welcome to the Verizon Center in Washington, D.C.
The stadium presentation is authentic, but audiences are unconvincing with dim lights, poorly masking crowd repetition. The commentary doesn't fare much better and is likewise repetitive and robotic. Mike Breen and Jeff Van Gundy lack enthusiasm, and certain words sound as if they were recorded once and pasted into a variety of sentences.
Fires for three.
While it's a big improvement over last year and a clear step in the right direction, NBA Live 15 forgets that basketball is a team sport. Dunks are overpowered, rendering ball movement and teamwork pointless. Hopefully, further refinement can produce a great basketball game in the future, but for 2015, NBA Live's advances are still overshadowed by flawed fundamentals.
This is an absolute joke, the way both of these teams are turning the ball over. It's hard to fathom how they let this game get so out of hand.